Most people have a big house just to show off. Most big houses, they don't have Shurei Torah in them. They have a big house, the Shurei Torah are missing. So the question is, yes, Hashem will give some people that big house, and mabruk, enjoy it. Problem is that if you use that big house just to show off to people, when you go up to Shamayim, it won't look good. It won't be such a nice fancy house over there. You'll get punished for it. Why? Hashem says, I gave you a perfect tool to sanctify my name. I gave you 87 rooms in the house. You used one for you, one for your wife, one for the dog, and the other rooms were left empty. How come you didn't invite any avrechim to your house, Shurei Torah, something to your house? How, what, the whole house was just to show off to people? So I gave you a gift and you misused it. So bitachon means that it's not just having confidence that HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world, but it's also managing your life that way. Managing your life. You're allowed to want more, you're allowed to be ambitious, and you should be ambitious. That ambition is for you to want more in life. More spirituality mainly. And the way you do it is by attaching the materialism to the spirituality. That's one of the difficulties a lot of people have, is that as soon as they have a material in front of them, they have money in front of them, they forget about God a lot of times. That's why a lot of times you'll see bad stories on the news of, I don't know, somebody stealing from the government, or all types of horrible stories with religious people behind it. It's not that they were not religious. They were religious. They just didn't believe in Ashgacha Pratit, which is that Hashem is watching everything. There's a lot of people that do good that you don't see in the news.
Can you believe in Ashgacha Pratit if you know that you yourself did something bad in the past and you know it's going to come back to you?
Yes, well, I mean, it's a knowing that it's going to come back to you is good, but you can do something about it. If somebody did something bad, they could do tshuva. The key of all of this shulim is to do tshuva, is to fix whatever you did wrong. So if, let's say, I have a guy that asked me a question last week. He said he had a business that was really not a kosher business. He sold some product that the product was, let's just call it fake. And he said, I made some money, and in reality, they got something, it's just that it wasn't legit. Let's call it that, without giving away anything. So what do? He tells me, now Baruch Hashem, I'm doing tshuva, I keep Shabbat, I keep this, I keep that, but I still have an issue. Why? It took money that didn't belong to me. I said, okay, give it back to the people. He goes, I don't know who the people are. It was a business 10 years ago. You know, I shut down the business already. I don't have the customer's name. To find the customer's name will be very difficult and near impossible. Where they are, who they are, and what they are. How much did you take? How much did you? He goes, well, totally, let's say it's $50,000. It's okay, so now you took from people. You want to do tshuva. You can't return it to the people that you took it from. So you have to use that money for schut arabim. You have to take this money and you have to use it to benefit the public. Something that's going to benefit the public. Now, if you have all of the money, you have to use all the money now. You don't have the money, you have to start making payments. Let's say if it's $50,000, you don't have $50,000, you have $500, do $500 a month. $500 this month, $500 next month, and so on and so forth, until you pay the whole thing. Because, okay, what's going to benefit the public? So there's many causes that benefit the public. You could have, let's say, a local shul. You could have let's say, kiruv organization that helps the public. You could do many things, but it has to have some connection to Torah, some connection to something good, but also at the same time some connection to benefiting the public in general. Not just something that benefits one person. Like you can't just go and give this $50,000 to one tzaddik, or to one homeless guy, and make yourself feel better about it. No. You have to benefit the public. Just like you hurt the public, you have to benefit the public. Meaning that you have to do tshuva for these things. If you took money as it belonged to you, you can do tshuva for it. In general, if you're alive, you can do tshuva for practically for everything. There are certain things that require different things as far as tshuva, but nonetheless, if you're alive, you can do tshuva for everything. The key is whether you have as much desire to do tshuva as you did to make the sin. Usually it's much easier to make the sin than to make tshuva. You know why? Because to make the sin, usually it's to take something that doesn't belong to us. To do tshuva, people have a hard time because it requires staying power. You have to stick with it. You know, that's one of the things that's very difficult for people. Like, for example, they'll start with a payment plan. They stole $50,000, they'll start paying $500 a month. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, they're paying. But then a year and a half into it, Hashem sends him a test. All of a sudden, the parnasah goes down. It's like, oh yeah, this month I can't pay it back. I'm like, yeah, but you stole money. Yeah, but this month I can't do it. Yeah, but this is a deal you have with Hashem, not with me. You have a deal with Hashem, you have to pay the money to whatever it is, whatever cause you have. Yeah, I'll just do it next month. And all of a sudden you see the guy's not paying anymore. He doesn't feel like doing it. Why? Because he's not seeing the benefit. He's not seeing the benefit of paying back the money that he stole as much as he saw stealing. And that's a problem that a lot of people have with teshuva in general, is staying power. Sticking with the solution, sticking with the medicine. But if a person has the staying power, they'll be able to complete teshuva and go up to Shamayim completely clean without any problems. It just requires a lot of effort and constant learning.